This video is going to show you how to export expense reports over to QuickBooks Online. This is typically done when you want to send reimbursable expenses over to QuickBooks so that a check can be cut for an employee to be reimbursed. So we're going to do that by going to the QuickBooks, the QBO home screen, and then you will go to the Export Reimbursable Expense Reports. This screen here will show you all expense reports that have been approved, submitted and approved, and that's how they will show up here. If there's more than one, then you'll see multiple, and then you would check off the ones you want to send. In this case, we're just going to do the one, and then you click export. This will analyze the selected expense reports to make sure everything's been mapped that needs to be, and in this case it hasn't been. So this Project Insight user, Richard Gold, has not been mapped to a QBO vendor. So these are the list of QBO vendors. I've already got a vendor set up for this employee so that they can be issued a check. So I'm going to map that. Now there's a company, so the expense entries on this expense report reference this company in PI. This company needs to be mapped to a customer over in QuickBooks. Again, it found these are the customers in QuickBooks. It found a matching name, so it's pre-selecting it. So I'll say, yeah, that looks good, and map it. Now here it's saying there's the expense report has expense entries for a project called consulting gig. Now it's saying that customer over in QuickBooks Online doesn't have any projects to map to. So it's saying your only option here is to create a new job over in QBO. If there were existing jobs already that were not yet mapped, they would show in this list, but there isn't. So do you want to go and create this consulting gig as a job under that customer? And so we'll say map, and this is confirming, are you sure you want to create this job over in QuickBooks? And we'll say okay. Now we've gotten to the time and expense codes, or I'm sorry, the expense codes that are on this expense report. And so there is a travel expense code referenced on one or more of the time expense entries, and it needs to be mapped to a QBO account. So again, these are all the QBO GL accounts, and it's pre-selected travel because it matched by name. So we'll say, yeah, sure, let's map it to that. Now that everything has been mapped, it can finally be sent over. So it's saying it looks like it's good to go, so we'll send it. And we get a confirmation with the green outline and this message that it was sent over to QBO. So if we go and look at our vendors, if I go to the Richard Gold vendor, there should be a bill, and there is, for the $709 that was sent over to QBO.